Welcome to today's Willpower Moment. I'm Dr. James Meschino. Today's topic is one more way to win the battle of impulse control. Have you ever noticed that sometimes your present self wants one thing and another part of you wants something that's altogether different? Or better stated this way, your present self wants one thing, but your future self knows it would be much better off if you did something else in that moment, like not eating the cheesecake that's sitting in front of you, or doing today's exercise program when you really feel like just sitting down and watching television. You know, it's the never-ending battle and internal dialogue between the part of you that wants to act on impulse and seek immediate gratification, and the version of us that controls our impulses and delays gratification to protect our long-term goals, like having a leaner, fitter, healthier body, the body you know deep down inside that you really want. Understand that the part of your brain that wants to give into these temptations isn't bad. It simply has a different point of view about what matters the most. And so that's the key phrase right here. What matters the most? You have to decide what matters the most to you. Is it the immediate gratification, the in-the-moment indulgence, or the way you want your future self to look and feel, along with your health status and healthy life expectancy? As Tony Robbins would say, you know, in each moment we simply do the thing that avoids the most pain or we associate with bringing us the most pleasure. Now for me, having a healthy, fit, lean, and mean body gives me more pleasure than the pleasure I would derive from indulging in foods that I know taste good, but would sabotage the appearance of my body and the health of my body. So for me, the pain associated with having a really out-of-shape body and feeding myself foods that I know would promote cancer development, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, high blood sugar, is much more painful than the simple sacrifice of avoiding most of these foods on a regular basis and staying true to my exercise program. You know, as I say in my lectures, to me the thought of a surgeon cutting through my rib cage with a chainsaw so they can do bypass surgery on my coronary vessels is much more painful than just simply giving up eating foods that I know will clog my arteries, like eating beef and pork and butter and cheese and deep fried foods, ice cream and rich pastries and the like. So for me, the pleasure and rewards of having a healthy, fit, lean body outweighs the pleasure of a few seconds of enjoyment from eating a piece of high-fat cheesecake or a plate of French fries. Now, as I've told you before, I have some small indulgences. I've mentioned that in other videos, but I work to keep them in check so they don't sabotage my whole game plan. But no one needs to be completely deprived. That's not something that I would expect anyone to do. You have to have some small indulgences so you feel human. So that's how I feel about what I do. The question is, where do you stand on these issues? You know, when you survey most people, they say that they would like themselves much better and be happier with themselves if they were more engaged in wellness behaviors and they had a better body than they have right now. So in order to make better in-the-moment decisions, the question is, how much leverage do you really have on yourself to make these changes? How badly do you really want to have that better-looking body? How badly do you really want to be more fit and lean? You know, how important is it to get your blood levels of cholesterol, glucose, and triglycerides into the ideal range to the best of your ability using nutrition and physical activity? How important is it to you to build up your defense against cancer development through diet and lifestyle, which we know can be very significant? So if you don't want these things badly enough, if the rewards of achieving them don't really matter that much to you, then it becomes very hard to resist in-the-moment temptations. On the other hand, if you really do want a better body and better health parameters, and you want to reverse certain aspects of the aging process, if those things will really make a significant difference to your level of happiness, self-esteem, confidence, and your quality of life, then you have to connect with your image of success every day to help keep you focused and moving forward. Now, in the last Willpower Moment video edition, I suggested that you post a picture of yourself somewhere that's highly visible, where you'll see it each day, a picture of you when you were fitter, leaner, healthier, more vibrant than you are today. Now, probably most of you haven't done this yet, so that's why I'm coming back to it. This is important to do. Or post a picture of a very fit person who you feel has a body you could aspire to somewhat duplicate if you stick to your wellness game plan. You know, visual images like this are very powerful anchors that trigger the feeling of inspiration and can spur you on to the victory and success that lies ahead for you if you keep making small strides each day. So if you haven't done it yet, and that's probably most of you, post that picture somewhere that's highly visible so you can get re-inspired each day and hold that picture of success in your mind's eye throughout the day, I guarantee it'll help you overcome some of the in-the-moment temptations and mild addictions, the distractions of the day that can so easily influence that part of ourselves that is susceptible to immediate gratification. We all have that part. The internal battle between what brings us pleasure in the moment and what we want our future self and our future existence to look and feel like will always be a challenge that we face every day. It never really goes away. So to help inspire you each day and to keep you moving towards the version of yourself you know that you really want, post that picture as a constant reminder of what the picture of success and feeling of success is going to look and feel like for you. Now, I know it sounds a bit flaky or silly, but if you'll post that picture, I know it'll truly inspire you and strengthen your resolve, really, to overcome in-the-moment temptations throughout the day. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.